Good evening. Welcome to a very happy evening with Swami Anubhavananda. And whenever we meet somebody, Swamiji, we greet them with a ball. This has got a message.
You have stolen it from me.
So you also have the same ball.
Yes.
So we are two happiness ambassadors.
Right. Making people miserable.
that is their choice.
A miserable person can never be constructive, and a happy person can never be destructive.
Don't tell me you want to be happy. Then what should I do? I say choose to be happy.
When I am doing anything happily, it is done now. If now I am happy, I can never be miserable.
Happy is HAPPY. Pleasure, peace and purpose. You are Mauj Mein Raho, you speak so much on happiness. So while I am also on the same, we both are doing the same thing. I am a junior, you are a senior.
And making the people confused.
Don't try to become happy, we must be happy. So very beautifully said. So what you're saying is unhappiness is a choice.
Yes.
What Mahatma Gandhi said, more people will die out of the fear of the disease than out of the disease itself.
Meaning we go beyond waking, beyond dream, beyond deep sleep.
Even when Patanjali said, Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi.
Ashanti is absence of Shanti. Paramatma is not absence.
People get confused very easily.
But that is our market.
My whole goal is to simplify. Make it as simple as possible.
I confuse people. Wonderful, extremely good. You are doing a great work for the society and God is speaking through.
Good evening. Welcome to a very happy evening with Swami Anubhavananda. And whenever we meet somebody, Swamiji, we greet them with a ball. This has got a message.
You have stolen it from me.
So you also have the same ball.
Yes.
So we are two happiness ambassadors.
Right. Making people miserable.
that is their choice. So welcome, Swamiji. Let us start, my dear friends. Welcome to this amazing evening. And let me introduce you to a session which is called Be Happy. In the words of Swamiji, Mauj Mein Raho. So Swami Anubhavananda is a learned Vedanta master who spreads the message of be happy. So this is his message. He has been an acharya, a teacher at the Sandipani Sadhanalaya in Mumbai.
This is enough.
Few more words.
No, it's enough.
Okay. Swamiji does not need any further introduction.
Live in the present and forget about the past.
So Swamiji's message is that. So let us quickly start. Today, we are going to have a very free-flowing discussion
Correct.
on happiness.
Right.
The most simplest but the most difficult thing in this world.
Correct.
Because everybody in this world wants to be happy. But very few people like Swamiji teaches people really how to be happy. But so Swamiji, I have 2-3 questions to start with.
Before you ask question,
Yes.
I offer my prayers.
Please start.
Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो हमारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be
Very good. So you have a song,
This is not song.
the prayer.
This is happy mantra mala.
Very good. So tell us about what is your happy mantra. What is in the song? People may not have captured it, but you tell us. In essence, whatever it's made. Like Mauj Mein Raho is one thing. What is your mantra?
There are two types of people. वो मौज करते हैं, मौज में रहते नहीं. Be happy. Don't become happy. In becoming, there is a possibility of going. But in being happy, there is no possibility of going.
Beautiful.
The tragedy of our human life is we are seeking happiness. Don't seek. Express happiness. We express happiness through 3 channels: body, speech, of mind. These are the three expressions. So whatever we do by our body, do it happily. Don't do anything as a burden. If you don't want to do, refuse. I don't want to do. Over. But don't justify you are miserable. Number one.
Yeah.
For example, suppose now this sweet girl, suppose she is a cook and she has to cook for, suddenly a dozen people come and she becomes miserable. Oh God, now so many people eating chapatis and they don't stop eating. And she is making chapatis and becoming miserable. All those people who have eaten that chapati, they will have constipation. Because she is doing it miserably, not happily.
So the vibrations pass.
Yes.
Very good.
Now the second one is the speech. Whenever we have to speak, speak happily, not bitter. See? If we speak happily, the expression and everything changes. But you must have come across, I came across. There are some people, they don't talk. They don't speak. They bark. Why you are come here? Why are you standing there? Don't do like this. Bow, bow, bow. Hare Rama, Rama. Yaar, talk cheerfully. Bhagavad Gita tells, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam chaya. Speak in such a manner that the person who is listening to you, he should feel good. He wants to listen again and again. And the third, life is expressed through the mind. Yes. How we express through the mind? Through the process of thinking. Now we can think two ways. Think happily and think bitterly. Now for example, if I am happy, will it happen? Take an imaginary example. This is imaginary, not real. I have a very sweet, beautiful girlfriend. This is example, oh.
Not real.
So I have a very beautiful young girlfriend. And I'm so happy because I'm meeting her after many months. Then I go and tell her, darling, I'm so happy to see you today. I just want to cut you into pieces. Will it ever happen?
Dichotomy.
Happiness is not destruction. Happiness is construction. Can you imagine a terrorist coming with the AK-47? Will he say to the person whom he wants to kill, hey, hold my, I'm getting a weapon. No. A miserable person can never be constructive. And a happy person can never be destructive. Therefore, don't seek happiness, but express happiness through you.
Very good. Many people come to me and they tell me, I want to be happy. I'll tell them, no. Don't tell me you want to be happy. Then they say, what should I do? I say, choose to be happy. Because if you say, I want to be happy, this is a very old thing. I is the ego, want is desire from the mind. You cannot be. But you can choose to be happy. We all have rights, Swami, isn't it so?
Right.
We all can choose to be happy, but we choose to be unhappy. Unfortunately, happiness is a choice, so is unhappiness. But I don't know why people struggle to become happy. I think you mentioned because they are trying to run after happiness. They have mistaken pleasure to be happiness. I don't know whether you have seen in my, the way I spell happy, Swami, I have changed the spelling. I have told people happy, when they come and tell me what is the spelling of happy. They say everybody knows Happy. I said, no, wrong. Happy is Happy. They say, oh, you are changing. I said there are 3 P's. Pleasure, peace and purpose. If you evolve from pleasure to peace to purpose, then only you can attain that Satchidanand, that state of eternal bliss. But Swami, you tell me, since you are Mauj mein raho, you speak so much on happiness. So while I am also on the same, we both are doing the same thing. I am a junior, you are a senior.
And making the people confused.
So my point is, Swamiji, why people are struggling to becoming happy? They cannot become happy. But why they are struggling to become happy? What do you think?
This is included in my Happy Mantra Mala. I'll explain it in a very simple way. See, most of the people, they claim that they know Bhagavad Gita. Okay. And one verse is almost everybody knows. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu ma te sangaha astu akarmani. These are the 4 Karma Yoga Chatussutri, 4 principles. Normally, what is misunderstood is do your duty, don't seek anything result out of what karma you do. And the last 2 things they don't mention because they don't know. But if we look at the same mantra from the perspective of application in our life, see, when we study, let us say camera, you know the meaning of camera? Kya hai mera?
Kya hai mera?
So when I study the camera, I am looking at the camera. But when you study Bhagavad Gita, you don't look at Bhagavad Gita. You look in Bhagavad Gita.
Good.
Like when we look at the mirror, we don't look at the mirror. We look in the mirror.
Right.
And in the mirror, we don't look at the reflection. We look at ourselves. See? Bhagavad Gita is a text which should be read as we are looking into the mirror. So when this particular mantra comes, Karmanyevadhikaraste, now a simple thing. Adhikara is obligation. We all talk about our rights, but we don't talk about our duties. See? So once you take this duty-oriented lifestyle, first thing that will happen, you will have no expectation from anybody on any count. That is my duty. I am doing it. See? Like if an officer goes to the office and he does his duty, he is not doing something great. He is paid for that. But then we are not understanding doing our duty is necessary. We are not obliged to anybody in this world. Number 1. Now the second thing comes. If I do the duty and then I expect, see, that fellow got Padma Shri, but they did not give me Padma Bhushan, I think there is corruption everywhere and I become frustrated. Who can help such a dumb fellow? If we are doing something, we are not obliging anybody.
Yeah, we are doing, just do it.
Here my principle is very simple. Whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us. Nobody needs us. Because when we are not in this world, was there anything lacking?
And tomorrow,
when we leave this world,
nothing will matter.
So, our posterior absence and earlier absence, when they make no difference, what difference it is making in the presence? But ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. We think I am doing this, I am doing that. Therefore, first principle, living happily. We are not obliging anybody. The second thing, it is our need. See, if I am coming to you because you need me, then I am the fool of the highest order. I came here because I need to talk. I can't talk to the walls. So, first principle, Karmanyevadhikaraste. Now, second thing, whatever we do, can we do it yesterday? Whatever we do, can we do it tomorrow? Tomorrow never comes.
Only
So
present.
everything is done now.
Present moment.
Now, second thing, whatever we do now to get happiness, so what is happening? We are postponing our happiness in the future period of time. And that action depends on what is the gestation length of that action and the result. Like in rats, have got a small gestation length. 21 days babies are born. Human beings 9 months. Elephant 2 years. In the same manner, every karma has a different gestation length. So indirectly, when we are seeking happiness, we are postponing our own happiness.
Oh, very good.
Now those who postpone their happiness, how they can ever be happy?
Very beautiful. So the only way to be happy, as Swamiji says, is to be happy now. If you,
How? That's what I'm
so let us make this a practical session. Let us teach people.
We will not teach.
No, we will tell what is your knowledge. Yeah.
See, whatever I am talking to myself.
Please.
If others are listening, it is their product.
Okay, so
problem.
let us speak about how people can actually be happy and how can they not be unhappy. This is the subject.
See, so instead of doing anything to seek happiness, whatever we have to do it happily. Now see what will happen. When I am doing anything happily, it is done now. If now I am happy, I can never be miserable.
Because every time only now is existing.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
It is so simple, it's not difficult. But you can see all of us, whatever we do for what? You are married?
I was.
Now tell me, why people get married? Now my friend, Chidambaram, he is married. Now ask him, why did you get married? To become happy.
And why do people get divorced?
To become happy.
That is the funny thing, right?
It's not a funny thing. It is a
Reality, yeah?
It's a fun. So, whenever we do anything, we are seeking happiness. Friends, don't seek happiness, express happiness.
So be happy.
That's it.
Don't try to become happy, we must be happy.
Be happy.
So very beautifully said. So then tell us, what is the cause of unhappiness? It's apart from seeking, people so easily become unhappy.
Now the third principle in the same shloka.
Ah.
Karmanye vadikaraste, we have seen, we are not obliging anybody. Ma phaleshu kadachana, don't expect happiness, but express happiness. Then, ma karma phala heturbuhu, the third principle. When something is being done, there are so many factors involved. Like we are talking. These 3 cameras are involved. The cameraman behind them is involved. The mic is involved. Electricity is involved. There is no earthquake. There is no riot. There is no bomb blast. How many factors are together? Then only we are able to do. But ahankar vimudhatma, we feel I am doing this. This I is the culprit. And this I is created by us. When we were born, all of us, we came out from Brahmaji's house. That time what happened? It comes in Bhagavad Gita. You have traveled everywhere. Earlier, now it has stopped. Earlier, when you used to go to any country, let us say USA, they used to give you an immigration form, is it not? And there used to be dozens of questions. Every question you have to reply yes or no. Are you a member of a terrorist organization? Yes, no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes, no. Are you carrying more than $10,000 cash? Yes, no. You are given choice. You choose. They are not compelling you.
Correct.
Exactly the same way. Bhagavan says, Anityam asukam lokam imam prapya. Now you are entering the world full of misery and it is all temporary. This is the welcome. Question. Do you want to become miserable? Options given. Yes and no. Those who have said yes, Bhagavan says tathastu. All the miseries will be provided free. And if you refuse to be miserable, make the miseries miserable. You have learned everything in your life.
Very nice.
So simple.
So what you're saying is unhappiness is a choice.
Yes.
Because in this world, suppose people have fear. I tell people FEAR is false expectation appearing real. So I'll tell you a few things and then you comment on those things. So people like COVID. When COVID came, I wrote a book in COVID 2020 called Fear, False Expectation. What Mahatma Gandhi said, more people will die out of the fear of the disease than out of the disease itself.
Correct.
Of course, there is cold cough, some people are dying, but we make a mountain out of a molehill. Then how can we be happy? Some people, they become unhappy, Swamiji, because of worry. So they come and ask me, what is worry? I tell them, very important. Enjoy your curry. And what is worry? WORRY. I tell them, worry is waste of life. It is overthinking. It is repeating the fear, rehearsing the problem, and yearning. WORRY. You are yearning for something beyond your reach, and then you become unhappy. So all of us people in the world, actually they all can be happy. What you say is happiness is a choice. But somehow people have come and say, AiR, your problem is no, it's the mind. So then I ask them a question, mind. So I tell them, tell me, this ball no, is round, yellow color. Your heart, you know the shape is pink color, your brain is grey matter. Tell me, what is the shape of the mind? And what is the color of the mind? So they start to think, what is the color, what is the shape? Then they say, I have not seen the mind. I said, how can you see the mind? You cannot see the mind because there is no mind. The mind is only a bundle of miserable thoughts. When these thoughts, Swamiji, comes together, they become miserable. You teach people meditation.
No. I am against meditation.
Silence, to silence the mind?
No.
What is silence according to you? Silence is good or not good?
No.
So what is the solution? To still the mind.
Don't still the mind.
Don't still. Just then what is the solution then? How do we tackle?
There is no problem. How can you solve a problem which doesn't exist?
So what is the mind in your... Let me ask you some direct questions to help people understand. According to you, what is the mind?
Mind is a big bluff.
Good. Perfect.
See, it is something light. Like, what is the light in the bulb? Is light an individuality or one principle expressing through all the bulbs? Bulb-wise, there are many.
Correct.
Light-wise, they are one. Is it not? Number one principle. Second thing, When the switch is off, where the light goes? When the bulb is fused, will the light from the bulb go in search of another bulb?
Good.
See.
So therefore,
So mind is manifestation and manifestation, manifestation and manifestation.
but isn't the mind, as we call it, MIND, misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire?
You can go on defining anyway.
Correct.
It has no meaning. It's only play of words.
Correct. But mind, everybody says my mind makes me unhappy, my mind is unhappy, my mind is miserable.
Therefore, they have to find out. When I say, I have got a headache. So, I have got a headache here. AiR, you are dumb. You don't know what is head and you're talking about headache. So find out what is mind. See, Bhagwan Raman Maharshi takes this topic. We have all taken the mind to be real, first of all. And taking that as real, first of all, we want to purify the mind. So do your obligation, clear it, and know whatever you are doing, it is not for fulfilling the desire, but it is as a worship to the God. Ishwararpitam nechaya krutam. Don't do anything to fulfill your desires, but do whatever you have to do as your obligation to the society. When this is done, net result is your mind will become pure. Pure mind is that which doesn't have any expectations from anyone on any count. Number one. For that karma is done. It is said, Karmani chitta shuddhyartham, Aikagrayartham upasanam, Mokshartham brahma vidnanam iti vedanta dindima. So, the second is the mind. Now for that, we take the mind to be real. So first of all, we clean the mind through karma. Then we take the mind clear, real, and then again start. See, my mind is very disturbed. It goes here and there. What should I do? What should I do? So we are given, say, do the japa. And we are given the japa, all of whose meaning we don't understand. Om Bhurvu Swaha Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Or Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukamiyo Vandhanat Mrityor Mukshiya Mamrutat. Kya samajh mein hai?
People somehow they may understand. I know the meaning of it.
No, but in general,
People don't understand what is the
experience doesn't come. Word meaning has no meaning. It should be converted into experience.
But that means unless somebody stops the wandering of the thoughts, the flow of the thoughts, the wandering of the thoughts, like people say pranayama, for example. I don't subscribe to these things, but of course, if you bring your attention to the breath, then you are stilling that otherwise wandering mind. Even when you repeated the mantra, what I learned from the word mantra, man is mind and tra is instrument. So mantra is nothing but an instrument. People they use it as an instrument. What? To still this rascal. What do I tell people? I tell people, mind, Swami. Swamiji, mind is a monkey because it's jumping here and there. Then I tell them, look carefully at the word monkey. If you cut the tail, EY, what is left is monk. This EY, we are always, EY means ever yelling, ever yearning, always noise, galata, worry, I want this, I want that, I want this. Then we cannot become a monk. It's not that to be a monk we have to go to Himalayas or we have to go and sit in the cave.
Change the clothes or have the beard.
I don't know. You can explain why whether people should do that. I don't encourage people. I don't tell them. I wear white also. I only wear white clothes. But whatever you wear, make your life simple. According to me, simplicity is an easy way of being happy. When we complicate our lives, then we become unhappy. But for me, today's podcast, I'm trying to help people. I have a mission. We ran a big business. We had a mall. We shut down. And the idea was ultimately, all the rich people in this world and all the successful people in the world, they are all happy people. You must be knowing. They may appear to be happy, but how much stress and how much anxiety they have. They are struggling. So many people, and the dichotomy is all the people who have not achieved rich money, they will all tell you, Swamiji, first let me become rich, then I will talk to you about. Everybody believes that success is happiness. What do you think about this?
Success is happiness. You have to first of all define what is success. If happiness is the success, then you will be happy.
Correct.
But if you imagine, if I become happy, then I am successful, you are in the wrong channel. Therefore, The second part of the mind, whether the mind is or not, what to do with that. So the mind has to be made available to us. What we call single-pointed mind. Now, single-pointed mind doesn't mean we take the thread, cut it with our teeth, apply our saliva to harden it, and put it into the eye of a needle, and it doesn't go. That is not the single-pointed mind. Single-pointed mind means it is available to us whenever we want, for whatever purpose we want, or whatever length of period we want. The mind is freely available to us. That mind has to be cultivated and instructed. It is for this purpose upasana is done. Go to the temple, chant the Lord's name, all these things. Then the third thing comes. So we have taken mind for granted, that mind is. Now the third thing, when we take mind for granted, we do yoga. Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. Ask any yogi in the world, have they really attained 100% nirodha, suspension of thoughts in their mind, in them? No.
Nobody can.
But this is where our approach is different. First of all, understand what is chitta vritti. When we say chitta vritti means thought. But what are the thoughts? Thoughts are three. In the waking, I am a waker is thought number 1. 2. I am a dreamer, thought number 2.
Correct.
Third, I am a deep sleeper, prajna, thought number 3. In Patanjali also, he clearly says, abhava pratyaya lambana vritti nidra. Sleep is an experience where absence of waking and dream is the thought. There is no dream, there is no waking. So these are the three thoughts: waking, dream, deep sleep. Now it is said, tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam, meaning when all the three thoughts are suspended, meaning we go beyond waking, beyond dream, beyond deep sleep. This is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita. What is mind? Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha mattaha smriti jnanam apohanancha. And therefore, sarvaihi vedaihi ahameva vedya. So, mattaha, I support smriti, dream, jnanam, waking, apohanam, deep sleep, chakarat, samadhi. I support all of them. This I is to be known. This I, if it is not known, is called as the mind. When it is known, it is Paramatma.
Beautiful. No, you are speaking so much from scripture. I try to explain the same thing to people. So go beyond the Jagrat, the Swapna and the Sushupti state. When you reach the Turiyam state, people are confused. Even when Patanjali said Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. So people, when they're talking about Samadhi and talking about Chaturiyam, I tell them in simple words, whatever you are saying, same thing. I say try to reach that state of Sat Chit Anand. And Adi Shankara explained this so beautifully. He said, whatever you are saying, the same thing. Move from a state of mind to a state of consciousness. This, what you said, Chitra Vritti Nirodha. When we are in a state of consciousness, Swamiji, people do not realize we lock the mind. We block the mind. Just like when a river is gushing. Now in Himalayas, sometimes you say flood. River is gushing. At that time, the politicians wake up in New Delhi and say, chalo, chalo, let us build a dam. That time you cannot build a dam. So you have to build a dam before, when the river is not in flood, not in spate. When you are able to build the dam, if you are able to use your Viveka Chudamani, the Buddhi, and you are able to still the mind, then when the flood of thoughts comes, Swamiji, then it cannot flood you. So these are the simple things that people can do. We have got Viveka. You, me, and everybody who's listening to us, all have got. Not that some are, it's not that only you have got or only, everybody has got Viveka. But we don't realize it is Chudamani. We don't realize. And that's why what you said, we are so lost in this Jagrat state, in this Swapna state, we don't experience that Satchit Anand. So again, scripture, the problem is people get mixed with Chitta and Chitta. They say Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. So I don't like to use the word Chitta. I say Man, Buddhi, Smriti, Ahankar. So that some clarity, how to reach that state. So tell us, Swamiji, because you are been doing this from such a long time. As I told you, I am new to this subject. But what I have realized, if we can only be in that state of Chitta, then though we are disagreeing in one point, because you said, no, don't be silent. I respect what you say, because you are saying silence is not guaranteed happiness. But I tell people, I do little singing. in this. So I tell people, Shanti se mila kya hasi anand, Sat ke chit mein mila Sat chidanand, Shanti se mila. Then they ask me why. I tell them, मन बड़ा है चोर, चैन चुराता है, डर और चिंता में हमें डुबाता है, मन को है मारना, दुश्मन बड़ा है वो, मन को जो मारे शांति वो पाता. I know you also, while you are in always in a humorous mode, you must be respecting the importance of silence and shanti, because shanti is the foundation of happiness.
The question is, we have to use a defined understanding of a particular word. See, there are three words. Ashanti we know, don't require any explanation.
Correct.
That is our Sai Bhava, Ashanti. Opposite of Ashanti is Shanti. But there is third, Prashanti. Prashanti is that which is not disturbed by Ashanti and which is not enhanced by Ashanti. That is Paramatma, that is Brahman.
Very good.
Ashanti is absence of Shanti. Paramatma is not absence. So the real Shanti is when you start listening to silence. Now for next 1 minute, we'll do one experiment. Try for 1 minute. Do not talk to yourself. Stop. Now when you are not talking to yourself, you are not creating Ashanti. But in the outer world, sounds are going on.
Correct.
Now next step. Do not talk to yourself for 1 minute plus listen to silence. Stop. Now what has happened? You did not produce sound. And if you are disturbed by my making noise, then you are not listening to
Silence. Correct. Beautiful.
So what is Shanti? Shanti is that which is not disturbed by Ashanti and which is not enhanced by the Shanti. That Prashanti is the Paramatma.
That is Prashanti, when you are not disturbed at all.
Yes.
And that is consciousness.
What are naming
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
That is the ultimate truth.
So for the people who are listening, they should not see, people get confused very easily. The problem
But that is our market.
the problem is there are too many people talking too many different things, and therefore my whole goal is to simplify, make it as simple as possible. Sometimes even the
And further confuse them. People ask me like you are asking, what is your approach to life? I have got a very simple approach. Either convince them or confuse them. When they are convinced, they are through the problem. When they are confused, they start thinking. And you are saved. This is the technique.
But tell me, Swamiji, since you're also passed through a spiritual life, being a Swamiji, many people, they are running after achievement. So my mantra, I want you to comment, my mantra is life has three peaks. First, achievement. We run through, like in the scripture, they tell us, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, purushartha. So people are running through achievement. Then the real happiness comes from fulfillment. When you are content, when you learn not to keep on running like a rat in this race. But the ultimate happiness, according to my experience from my own personal life, I lived 25 years with achievement, then 5 years fulfillment, then that state of enlightenment. People, when they hear enlightenment, they think, "Arey Baba, kya bolta hai ye enlightenment?" No, every individual enlightenment, according to me, switching on light, in light. Only that light is not outside light, that light is inside. Avidya. The avidya which is inside us, that avidya should go. This is awakening, spiritual awakening, enlightenment. In which state, according to me, you go beyond pleasure and peace. You find out neti, neti, tattvamasi. That realization, कि मैं ये नहीं, बाबा ये नहीं. My name was Ravi. For 46 years, I thought, hello, what you're talking? Listen here. After 46 years, I realized I'm nothing. And I became Atma in Ravi. Atma in Ravi means AiR, air. So, this awakening or this enlightenment will give ultimate happiness. What do you feel about this?
I don't have enlightenment, how can I say? You are asking me, suppose you eat rasgulla, you feel very good. What do you think? I have never eaten rasgulla. How can I tell you?
No, that is not the truth. You have awakened to many truths of life so much after so much scripture.
See, awakening is that where awakener disappears. I'll give you one little bit thing to think about. We have to ourselves decide what exactly we are seeking. So what was the topic that you were...
No, I was saying, okay, then let's what
realization you were telling?
No, I was saying whether awakening is important. What is the purpose of life? Is it just to come, have fun, laugh and go?
So now I am replying it by another experiment.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the question I ask, I say, every one of us say, I had a good sleep last night, but in between there were one or two bad dreams also. Who makes this statement?
The Jivatma.
You are only labeling.
The human being, the one who is in the body, mind, ego, Jagrat state, and what Sushupti, so the Swapna state. When he was lost his sleep, he says, I had that. But the one who actually, when he was sleeping, when he had the dream, he only realized it when he woke up back to consciousness. So it is the one who is in consciousness.
The one who is in consciousness, if you change this sentence, the consciousness, not the one who is.
Okay, the consciousness.
Consciousness plus one.
No, the consciousness cannot exist without the one. No, it cannot be flying in the air.
Therefore, the waker cannot make this statement.
Because he had to dream. He has to sleep.
He was not in the sleep.
Correct.
The dreamer cannot make this statement. He was not in the
awaking
deep sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the deep sleeper also cannot make this statement.
Yeah, because he was knocked out.
Then who makes this?
So obviously the Turiya.
Therefore, there is one who was seeing the deep sleep,
correct,
who was seeing the dreams, who was seeing the waking without becoming them.
Correct.
Similarly, to understand this, you are a man. With reference to your child, you are a father. With reference to your wife, you are a husband. With reference to your son, you are a father. Or you are a father. Okay. So you are son, husband and father. With reference to three things. In these three, who is suffering? Either the son is suffering because of the Hitler father, or the husband is suffering because of the Mahakali, and the father is suffering because of the Rakshasa son. Man is not suffering.
Correct.
So therefore, who is that man? He who has no conditioning. Unconditioned experience is God realization.
Beautiful.
And in God realization, there is nobody left.
What you are saying, if I'm not wrong to say, what you're saying is the one who is suffering is the body experiencing physical pain.
You see, recently I was operated.
Okay.
And on the operation table, they were doing the operation. That time I gave one satsang.
Okay.
I said, now learn. My spiritual practice is learning. I said, learn. No. I am under this only hand. Local anesthesia is under anesthesia. So the entry of the mind was banned in the hand. Mind was not allowed.
Yeah, no sensation.
Then after that, they started cutting and doing. I am observing that. I am watching the blood is coming. He has cut something. Then he has stitched. Everything I am seeing. But nothing is happening to me. That time I realize nothing happens to body. All experiences happen to mind. And when you inquire, what is mind? Naiva manasam. There is nothing like mind.
Correct. There is no mind.
And therefore, once we take this stand, then there is no problem of any kind. How to control the mind? You can control something if it exists. Like, you are telling you were a husband, now you are not a husband. Now when you separated, where the husband has gone? When you are married, could you say, this portion is husband, this portion is man? No. So the husband who became miserable and separated, he doesn't exist. Exactly the same way, the mind doesn't exist. And we are all suffering because of the mind which doesn't exist. Yeah. Now what can you do to such foolish things? So what we can do? Confuse them and leave them.
What you say is correct. But see, Swamiji, our aim is when we can help people. For example, like you and me have agreed, there is no mind. But the mind appears. You and me also, before you became Swamiji and before I became AiR. Oh, the mind could give sleepless nights. For example, some stress, some business stress. Oh, tomorrow tax people are coming. Tomorrow tax people are coming. Anybody gets these rotten thoughts. But same thing, when you reach that state, when you realize life is Leela, life is Maya, and everything is happening as per karma, then you accept now. A person who doesn't understand, my Guruji, Dada always taught me that when you understand that your karma is coming back to you, you will celebrate. You will not curse, hey, why did like that? Why did like that? No, that was not, he didn't do anything. Your own karma came back to you. So clap, be happy. Ho gaya na wo. If people understand the meaning of karma, so what I did, since you are in a very jovial mood, you guide me. I have created a happiness secret, AiR happiness secret. I tell people, AiR means always be in consciousness. What you're saying, be in that awareness that there is no mind. First, let your intelligence, your buddhi, take over your ignorance. Otherwise, like a foolish people, we keep on making foolish mistakes. We drink gutter pani puri on the road. We forget lose motion. Then tomorrow again we go back. Now that is foolish. And R, what is your mauj mein raho? R means rejoice life. What you say? Don't seek happiness, rejoice. But how to have this happiness? H, have enthusiasm. जो भगवान के ऊपर भरोसा करता है, अरे entheos means in God I have faith, trust, accept, enjoy pleasure, be in peace but discover purpose. So HAPPP, I, what you spoke, I means in the now. And don't be negative. When negative comes, turn to positive. Then one more beautiful thing I told people, E. E means the ecstasy of divine love. लोग को प्यार का मतलब नहीं मालूम. Very rarely somebody will come and say I love you. Oh, love का मतलब ही नहीं समझ में आता है. Ecstasy, and then surrender and live in Satchidanand. The secret, what you have spoken also, whatever I'm saying, you also spoken today. SECRET, smile all the while. Eliminate this mind, doesn't exist. C, choose to be happy. R, respond, don't react. E, enlighten the ego. मैं कौन हूँ? Realize. And T, transcend bhoga. Transcend bhoga, live in yoga. What you said, people are saying, I want to do yoga. You cannot do yoga. This is not yoga. This is, you have to be in yoga. You have to be in that yuj. When you are in that yuj, then you are in that turiyam, you are in that samadhi, you are in that satchidanand. So the goal is, I know you're doing this on a day-to-day basis. I was trying to tell people how I awakened. I say, don't just run till life is done. Wake up. Go from achievement to fulfillment. Try to get that state of enlightenment. Anybody can achieve. And don't some people feel shy. अरे क्या यार तुम enlightenment चाहता है? People think he's a little पागल आदमी है. Oh, no, they think only Buddha can be enlightened. No, anybody can be enlightened. And that is eternal happiness. When we are able to live in a state of truth consciousness. So I know you told, hey, don't bluff all these things in your jovial, in your mauj mein raho. But anything wrong in what I'm saying? There is a method. Of course, mauj mein raho. Don't be unhappy. Choose to be happy. But should we not share what you are such a happy man? I saw it when you came just now. Everybody, you're doing like this. Hey, KG Mohan, why are you going to be in KG, man? When you're going? So you have got this beautiful aura of being happy and spreading happiness. But people are struggling. People are suffering. Pain of the body, misery of the mind, agony of the ego. I tell people, mind has 7 miseries. Fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame and guilt. Why? Jhado mar do. And ego. What is this I? Who I? I know I should tell you this, but this creates anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed and selfishness. But hai kaun? One day when the body dies, people will say you passed away. Your own family will burn your body. If that was you, how they will burn you? And when you came, people celebrate. Badhai ho badhai janam. Jhoot mat go. Badhai ho badhai aagman din ki tumko. It is cut a cake, but don't cut birthday cake. Cut arrival day cake. You arrived 9 months before, and even that 9 months before you are Atma. Atma is Amar Atma. So with all your Swamiji's exposure and I know you are a happy Swami. But what do you think about this happiness secret and these few things that I am sharing with you with all humility?
Wonderful, extremely good. You are doing a great work for the society and God is speaking through you.
But what do you have to say? Add to that. I'm grateful for your kind words because I am nothing.
Because I don't do all these things.
Then what do? You share.
I confuse people.
But how do you confuse people? Tell us. Do little confusion now.
See, like when somebody asked me, one example. One person in Vrindavan, when I was sitting nicely with a cup of tea, enjoying my tea. When I take tea, it is my meditation. Enjoying tea. So, one person came, they don't like if you are happily sitting. They'll come and ask questions. So, Swamiji, please tell me, I got one doubt. I didn't reply. He said, why Bhagwan Ram killed Wali hiding behind a tree?
Okay.
I said, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
This is the highest answer to all the questions. I don't know. And this I learned from my guru.
Your guru was, if I may ask?
Yes. All the NRI children of America are my guru.
Very good.
You ask any American children, ABCD child, ask them, hey, what is your planning in your life? What field you want to select? I don't know. Like, Gayatri Mantra, Swaha. I don't know. When you say, I don't know, everything is over. So he said, no, Swamiji, you are avoiding. I said, really, I do not know. You tell me why. He says, Swamiji, I'll tell you. He told me. Wali had a boon that any enemy comes in front of him, that enemy's energy will be transferred 50% to him through Bluetooth. And then Wali will become always more powerful than the enemy.
Correct.
This was known by Bhagwan Ram. And therefore, Bhagwan Ram was hiding behind a tree and he killed him.
So he knew the answer.
I said, so you knew it. Swamiji, I told you so that you can tell others. I said, Guru Maharaj doesn't know.
Very funny. No, but on a serious note, I'm going to not. I know you don't like to be serious.
No, see, the thing is, my approach to life is totally different. I don't want to do good to anybody in this world. Cow we keep for milk or cow dung. Cow is kept for milk. If cow dung comes, it is a byproduct. We don't keep the animal or the cow for cow dung.
No.
In the same manner, we walk our spiritual path. We don't claim anything. But by our very presence, by our word, if somebody is benefited, it is a cow dung. Never claim anything in life is my rule. And this is what I learned. He said, Guru, I don't subscribe to a guru outside. Take a picture, nail him on the wall, hang him there. Don't come out. No. I have got 24 gurus. Like Bhagwan Dattatreya had. When he was asked, to cut the story short, he was asked, how come you are so relaxed, cheerful, happy? You have nothing. You have no kingdom. You have no army. You have no property. You have no family. You have nothing. But you are so happy. What is the secret? He said, therefore I am happy. And then he said, who is your guru? He said, I have got 24 gurus. And then he enumerates them. The one guru I will tell you. He said, he never told what guru taught me what. He said, what I have learned from them. From the space I learned this thing. From the air I learned this thing.
Yes.
So guru is not anybody outside. If we are able to learn from anything, then the Sadguru is born in our heart.
Correct.
Sat is one. Sadguru, anybody can write the name Sadguru, doesn't become Sadguru. In the same manner, somebody's name is that Satchidananda. That doesn't mean Satchidananda.
Correct.
Therefore, we have to learn. And then, because of that learning, those who learn from every experience of life, they grow wise. Those who do not learn from the experience of their own life, they grow old and otherwise. Old and otherwise people are miserable, they spread miseries.
See, you are living like an instrument of the divine. You are spreading the joy and happiness. I'm also trying the same thing. What can we do? It's not that we know everything. Whatever we learnt here. We have to leave it here and we have to go ultimately.
Therefore, I don't have to make anybody happy. Let him continue. What right I have got? If somebody wants to be miserable, okay, continue. Tadastu.
But since you speak about mauj mein raho, if somebody asks you, so Swamiji, mauj mein kaisa rehna? What do you answer?
When you stop seeking happiness,
That's simple one answer.
that's it.
Be happy.
Don't seek happiness. We all are struggling. That's what I told you. Anything that we do, life has got two expressions. One is pravrutti, second is nivrutti. Pravrutti is involvement, nivrutti is withdrawal. I get married to get happiness. Then I realize my mistake. Then I divorce again to get happiness. So whether pravrutti or nivrutti, whether we get involved in the world or we withdraw from the world, both of them are seeking only happiness, and this is their mistake. Our great saints in India say, Jehi vidhi rakhe Ram, tehi vidhi rahi. Therefore, if you see our happy mantra mala, Marwadi mantra, jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Like somebody asked me, Swamiji, how come you have no problem? I said, no problem. Whatever you want, you get. I said, till date, I was never disappointed. What is the secret? I said, I desire that, what he desires. He is my secretary. He desires. You should get this thing. I said, okay.
So you surrender. You surrender and you accept.
Whatever name you give.
And you know when you take everything as a prasadam, right?
Right.
Everything, if you take everything as a prasadam,
Ha.
then some people think, nahi, you must renounce many of our Eastern religions. Many of them say that सब कुछ त्याग करो, ये त्याग करो, वो त्याग करो. I say नहीं, कुछ त्याग करने की जरूरत नहीं है. लोभ नहीं चाहिए. Don't be greedy. See, man needs to live. Man needs air, water, food. But man does not need pizza. Don't keep on saying, I want pizza, and not only pizza, I want cheese with mushroom and this kind of. Then you cannot be happy. But you don't have to renounce. You don't have to give up. Many people who become Swamijis.
Like me.
No, you are not telling people to renounce. Are you telling people give up?
Never.
So I don't believe that you have to renounce. I believe that when you awaken, those things will renounce you. Because I don't think you have not given up things. Things have given up you. Because they know this Swamiji doesn't want. This Swamiji khush hai. Ye mauj mein hai. That mauj mein rehna, that is the difficult challenge. Because people don't know. Okay, people ask me, what is Maya? So they say this whole world is Maya. How? What this whole world is Maya? Everything, all these people are real. So I tell them, since we have a few minutes to close, I tell them, Maya chupke se aake, sach ko chupa ke, mithya ko dikha ke bole, ye samsar saccha hai, ना सच्चा सब कुछ माया है. ये आत्मा छुपा के, तन को दिखा के, मन को दिखा के बोले, ये संसार सच्चा है, मैं क्या हूँ कुछ भी नहीं मैं. It's true now, we are nothing. But because we are keeping on thinking, I am so and so, I this ahankar. So Swamiji, I respect you and your. So therefore, if I'm asking you a very different question, to me, the biggest problem of happiness is the mind and the ego, me and E. How can one transcend the mind and ego, according to you, in your simple words, to reach that state of being mauj mein raho?
Relax. Transcend cause and effect.
Karma.
I'm not talking that karma or anything. Transcend cause and effect. One example I'll give you to make this thing. There is one Gujarati lady, very nice. She had a son, married also, and the son was about 50 years of age, having business in India and in LA. So in his LA house, when I used to go to LA, I used to visit, spend some time there. Once when I went, I was told he's no more, but his mother was there. So when I went there, she told that old age, so calm and quiet. She says, Swamiji, people come and try to console me, but I am not unhappy. She said, Jisne diya, wo le gaya. Who am I? Once you take this stand in life, and this stand you have to take, you cannot tell others to take this stand. Like people scold me. When I say, be happy, be happy, be happy. In Delhi, after my lecture was over, I had talks there in Birla Mandir. Before this Dasera, that Navratri, 9 days I am there. So one Punjabi lady must have been frustrated because of marriage. All married people are frustrated. So she came after my talk and became so angry. You are all the time telling be happy, मौज में रहो. शादी करके दिखाओ, मौज में रहो. So she was justifying to be miserable after marriage. What can I say? Tathas. May you be more miserable. Friends, you have a choice.
Correct.
Choose and be happy. Choose and be miserable. God will bless you in both ways.
शादी वो फल है ना जो खाए तो भी पछता है और ना खाए तो भी पछता है. This is the problem, Swami Ji.
नहीं पछता. I am not पछता.
नहीं, you are not, because you are blessed. People who are not married, they are thinking, नहीं शादी करना है. One girl came and worked with me. So I tell her, she told me, I am very worried. I told her, why you are worried? She told me, 8 years back I got married. I said, oh. Then she said, after 1 year I realized he was beating me. So I left that man. I said, good. Very good. She said, after 6 months I got a boyfriend. I said, then? She said, I got married second time. I said, you have got a lot of courage, man. After one man was beating you, now second man you got married. She said, but that lasted only for 1 year. I said, oh my God. She said, 5 years back, I got married for the third time. I said, are you mad? She said, but that guy was like the richest and the most handsome guy. And I said, hope he's everything good with him. She said, last year I divorced him. I said, what's your problem now? She said, now I'm going to get married to the fourth guy. And that fourth guy has told me that if I'm working, if I go late home, he will leave me. So I don't want to lose that. I said, you will never be happy. 1, 2, 3 marriage, you think fourth marriage is going to work. So how people are thinking business is going to make it. My guru told me, shut your business, why you're wasting your time? We earn, other people burn. I tell people what you earn, other people will burn. So in our scripture, don't they tell us that you must have 4 cycles of life? Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyas. I think in English I tell people, we all when we are born, we learn. We learn, then we earn. Very good. But we learn and we earn and we get stuck. Then we burn and we return. No, that's not Yeshua. I say you must learn and earn. Then you must turn and you must yearn for the divine. Arey Prabhu ko pao. So I don't know how much you speak about Prabhu or for a God. I have realized there is no God, but there is Sip, a supreme immortal power. वो प्रभु जो है वो पास है. I tell people, इंसान मैं नहीं सच में भगवान हूँ, दिखता जो मैं वो नहीं आत्मा मैं हूँ, अनुभूति हो गई एहसास हो गया, नेति नेति तत्वमसि ये नहीं वो मैं हूँ. तो this is what I am trying, but I have learned from you. Today you have come and you have taught me. I loved your attitude. I mean, your attitude is superb. कि मौज में रहो and be happy. I also try to follow the similar thing. But मुझे क्या, मेरा कर्म ऐसा है, I am trying to share with people because I was 46 years. I struggled through life. I don't know what was your past. I don't know what to ask, but how did you become a Swami? And I don't know what to, if you want to share.
It's his mistake.
His mistake. No, but I'm saying your smile itself radiates. Because I tell people, if you have a lot of money, you are not a millionaire. If you cannot smile, you are bankrupt. Don't tell me you are a millionaire. If a millionaire cannot smile, then you are beggar. What is the use? Keeping money on your head. कुछ लेके तो नहीं जाएगा. As if people don't know. As if we are telling them कि कुछ लेके नहीं आया, कुछ लेके. Swamiji, as if they don't know this. Everybody knows, but we don't realize. Anything else you'd like to tell us before we close? Anything on happiness or anything on life, on purpose of life or happiness? I hand over to you to close.
If you want to know, death is the biggest bluff. Nobody ever died. Every one of us is miserable, not because of death, but because of the fear of death. How death is a bluff? When the body dies, what happens? All the 5 elements of which it was made goes back to the thing.
Correct.
So who died? Then, second, how long the body is alive? Till the body can have diseases. Dead body doesn't have disease. Therefore, if you have got health problem, congratulate. You are still alive. Be happy. Many old people are this. Swamiji, I got too much of knee pain. What to do? I said, Mama, I got only one answer. Think properly. So what is there to think? Then I ask you a question, reply, don't argue. Why God has given us eyes? To see. Yes. Why ears are given? To hear. Yes. Knees are given to pain.
Ultimately, though, therefore, this samsara is dukkha, and if you want to come back, you come back. Correct. At what you said Kathopanishad. In Kathopanishad, you mentioned there are two options: either reincarnation or realization. If you don't have realization, come back. Correct, Swamiji?
Correct. Then, this is one way of looking at it. Similarly, when the diseases of the mind are there, see, so the mind is alive. Now, like the body diseases, we understand. What are the diseases of the mind? Desire, anger, greed, frustration, jealousy, etc., etc. Till these diseases are there, the mind will be alive. When these diseases disappear, mind dies. Now be attentive. When the body dies, it goes back to the source.
Correct.
When the mind dies, it goes back to consciousness.
Beautiful. Because when there is no mind, then there is consciousness.
Therefore, neither the man dies nor the jiva dies. Therefore, death is a big bluff.
Beautiful.
And third thing, ajnana, avidya. Avidya means the knowledge cannot never be absent, but it can be incomplete. Incomplete knowledge creates problem. Like what we see with our eyes, only a vibgyor pattern of light waves. And if I insist, whatever I see, that only I believe. What I have not seen, I don't believe. Then you have to stop believing that this lady is your mother and this man is your father. Because you are not seeing.
Yeah.
This is Maya. Get out of it and be happy. Thank you very much for everything. Now let me go. Cheers, suffer or enjoy. Choice is yours. Close.
Thank you, Swami.
Thank you for patiently listening to the video. And if you have questions, if you want to contact me, just WhatsApp me on 98451 55555. WhatsApp India 91984515 55555. But if you want to get answers to your questions, then come on Zoom, and the Zoom ID is on your screen. Every day at 8, you will find answers to all the difficult questions of life. See you there.